Hello children, good morning all. Welcome to your English class. Children, in the last video we have learnt about sentences. What is a sentence? How many types of sentences are there? And we have learnt about two sentences out of 4 sentences. Aren't we? Yes, we have. Well, children, how many types of sentences are there? Very good. There are 4 types of sentences. What are they? They are declarative sentences. Start with the capital letter and ends with full stop. Here one thing we want to remember, children, all sentences start with capital letter only. Okay? Yes. Interrogative sentences start with capital letter, end with question mark. And exclamatory sentences starts with capital letter and end with exclamation mark. And imperative sentences also begin with the capital letter and end with full stop. And in the last video, we have learnt about declarative sentences and interrogative sentences. Once recall, what have you learnt? How far you remembered them? What are declarative sentences? What is another name of declarative sentences? Very good. Declarative sentences are also called as statements. They tell us about something. Yes? They start with capital letter and they ends with full stop. Very good. And what about interrogative sentences? Interrogative sentences are nothing but questions. They are used to ask something. Yes? So they start with capital letter and end with question mark. So up to here we have learnt, children. Then rest of the 2 sentences let us learn in today's class. They are exclamatory sentences and imperative sentences. Right, children. Children, you are sitting in front of your mobiles and listening to me. You did not observe there is a lizard beside you. See once. Oh. Yes. You feared, what is that? It's a sudden feeling of sorrow. Isn't it? For example, your father, he brought for you a new colorful dress. Yes, your favorite color dress, your father, he brought for you. Then how do you feel? Wow, what a beautiful dress it is. You will say, very good. And suppose you played a cricket match with your friends and you won the match with your opposite team. Then how do you say? How do you feel? You will say that, hooray, we won the match. Yes, what is it? It's a feeling of happiness, joy. Yes, what are all these? These are all sudden feelings. So children, why do I say all these examples? Because exclamatory sentences are used to express a sudden feeling of joy, sorrow, surprise, anger, etc. So this is called an exclamatory sentence. For example, you got very less marks in some subject. Then how do you feel? Shit, I got less marks. You will feel, what is that? It's a feeling of sorrow or it's a feeling of anger. Yes, very good, children. Here, an exclamatory sentence. Remember this point, very important. An exclamatory sentence start with capital letter and end with exclamatory mark. This is an exclamatory mark, reverse I. Got it, children? Well, look at the examples. Well, Here you see the first sentence, there is a beautiful city. When you see a beautiful city, you will express your feeling of joy or surprise. How beautiful this city is. See, here starting letter is capital letter and end with exclamatory mark. Yes, then you did a great job. See, end with the exclamatory mark. So it is what? It's a feeling of happiness. It's a feeling of excitement. Started with capital letter Y and end with the exclamatory mark. Yes, wow. Some more examples if you say, wow, what a tall building it is. Wow, what a nice idea you got. Then, ouch, I lost my bet, you can say. Yes, your mother prepared yummy snacks for you. Then what do you say? Yummy, the snacks is very tasty. You will say, yes. So these are all exclamatory sentences. We use them to say our sudden feelings. Got it, children? So here you have to remember the exclamatory sentences start with capital letter and ends with exclamatory mark. Well, now let's move on to imperative sentences. Well, children, now let's see about imperative sentences. What are imperative sentences? Children, for example, in the classroom, without doing homework, you are there in the classroom. Then your teacher will punish you. What she will say? Stand up on the bench. She will say, what is that? It's an order. She will give an order. Stand up on the bench. Yes. Then you are suffering from headache in the classroom and you will ask your teacher, Madam, I am suffering from headache. What she will say? Take rest for some time. What is that? It is advice. Stand up on the bench. It's an order. Take rest for some time. It's an advice. Then you are feeling thirsty. And you will ask your friend, please give me some water. Yes. What is it? It's a request. Yes. Well, then you are a school people leader. He will give you commands in the prayer assembly. He will be telling you that stand it is, attention, prayer disperse. What are all these? These are all commands. So, to express the orders, advice, request and commands, we shall use the imperative kind of sentences. Understood, children? When do we use these imperative sentences? These sentences express some command, request, advice or order. Well, so these sentences also start with capital letter and end with a full stop. This is common for all types of sentences. Well, so example sentences you see, don't eat junk food. What is this? It's an advice. Stand up. What is this? It's an order. Follow traffic rules always. What is this? It's advice. Yes, very good. Please help me. This is request. So these are all examples of imperative sentence. Children, here you want to understand one thing. In all the examples here you see, don't eat junk food. Who should not eat junk food? To whom we are telling? If there is no subject, there is no subject. See, I am not telling Raghu don't eat junk food, Lata don't eat junk food, Sushma don't eat junk food. Like that I am not telling anything. Simply here you observe don't is there. Is there any subject? Do I mention any name or any noun or pronoun? No. So there is no subject. So that is very important in imperative kind of sentences. There will be no subject, children. The imperative type of sentences always begin with the verb. What are verbs? Go, come, run, eat, follow, stand, sit, give, take, and so on. These are all verbs. Imperative sentences start with verbs. Well, look here. An imperative sentence. In the imperative sentence, the subject, that means doer of the action, who is doing the action, is called a subject. It is not mentioned. They won't give the subject here. You see, don't eat junk food they have given. They did not give doer of the action, that is subject is not given here. We have to understand. It is understood that the speaker is talking to you. With whom it is he is talking to you? You. So in these sentences, what is the subject? Who is the subject? You is the subject. So don't eat junk food means here to whom we are telling? You do not eat junk food. We want to understand that you do not eat junk food. So in the same way, if you look at some more examples, you can understand better. See here, stand up. Who has to stand up? You have to stand up. You is the subject. Actually, in the imperative type of sentences, you will not be written, children. That you remember. Always only this part of the sentence will be written. We want to imagine there is subject you. Got it? Yes. Always follow traffic rules. Who have to follow traffic rules? You have to follow. Please help me. Who has to help me? You help me. Got it? Well, children, that is all about imperative sentences and exclamatory sentences. So, what did you understand from this class? Exclamatory sentences start with capital letter and end with exclamatory mark. Imperative sentences also start with capital letter and end with full stop. Got it, children? Well, now here is your assignment. See, children, this is your assignment. Identify the following, whether they are imperative or exclamatory sentences. Yes? Well, children, bye for now.